Hi everyone, it's Natasha, and I just wanted to share with you quickly a card that I just made on my Lunchtime USTREAM. So I've been taking my lunch breaks, and that's one way to motivate me to actually log off of work for an hour, and I have been playing on USTREAM. So today's play was to make an Easter card for my in-laws. So there's the cute little card. And I really need to do the video now because it's going in the post as soon as the stickles dry. So I started off with a cream color note card base from Hobby Lobby, and it's slightly smaller than the standard A2 size card. It's 4 inches by 5.5 instead of 4 1/4. And I think I just missed the mail, but that's okay. I'll drive it over to the post office. And then I layered a piece of the base 1/8 inch smaller in this pretty blue. And then the paper that I use is Once Upon a Springtime, and it's this pretty bunny and fairy paper. And because I knew it was going to be such a busy paper, I flipped over and used a 1.5 inch strip of the back of that same paper. So let me just show you. So it's the bunnies and fairies on one side and this really pretty flower pattern on the other. So that's what I used just to segment the really busy pattern. Lovely, but definitely busy. And then a strip of the blue that I cut with the scissors that I just got from X-Acto, and this one is the scallop, because I wrote right on them, scallop. So I have a little scallop border in the blue, and then for the bunnies, I use the dollar spot stamps from Studio G, and I stamped a little female bunny and a little male bunny on cream color cardstock and cut them out. And then from another one, the sentiment, Somebody Loves You, which I thought was really cute, and I like the little pop bubble kind of thing. So I stamped that on cream color cardstock with Stays on Stone Gray, because there is a little, black would have been too harsh. There's actually not a stitch of black on the whole card that I put on there. Gray picks up some of the gray tones in the paper really nicely, and it's not quite that harsh. So I stamped that and cut them out, and then I layered them on some blue circles, which I cut with my Cuttlebug. I totally went old school, and then layered another piece of cream on this because one fits on top of the other really nicely, so it's a little bit of an accent. And then I just took some Studio G yellow glitter glue. I'm just trying to reach it. I'm looking at the camera while oh no, that's not it. That's a clear one. This yellow one, which I'm not a monstrous fan of yellow, but it totally picked up the correct elements. I added this yellow glitter glue on all of the feathers, so the wings of the fairies and the wings of the birds, and then a little bit on the flower that the female bunny is holding. And then because I had a little bit of a negative space left right here, I picked up these really cute batik flowers, and that's what you see on my desk. They're the tiniest, cutest little flowers when you need a tiny little accent, and because I had them in assorted colors, I pulled out 2 of the blue, and I didn't have 3, and the blue matches almost identically. I didn't have a third one, but I did find a cream one, and all I did is rub the SCI chalk ink and taffy all over the cream one. And by the way, this is the same chalk ink that I used to ink all the edges, because I don't like the exposed cut white edge, because the paper is not colored through the core. It has a white core, so that just finishes it off. And then I put the Somebody Loves You on dimensionals as well as each of the bunnies. So this was for the sentiment, and the circles I used for the bunny. So there you go. And if I hadn't been yapping during my UStream for so long, I could have totally made a few more cards, because once you get a formula down, you could bang them out. So I've already taken pictures. I'm gonna post the photograph along with a list of all the supplies that I used on my blog, and then I'll include a link in the description below. And I think I'm going to use this for part of my cardspiration, because I've seen multiple sketches, and I'm not sure whether I actually saved it to my Pinterest, but I just see it as an elaboration of something I saw. So something obviously inspired me. Maybe it's just the paper or combination of things. So I'm going to make a couple more because I do have a couple more cards that we have to hand out on Sunday. And this one is going in the mail to my in-laws. So it's going in the mail today. If you have any questions about any of the products that I used, please leave me a comment. I'll be more than happy to answer. If you want to stop by and join me on any of my Ustreams, my Ustream name, channel name is NZ Hensel, Hensel. I'll also include a link in the description below. I have a couple of channels that I have on there. One is Cricut tutorials, one is playing, which is what I typically use for my lunch break, and one is Wild Rocket Crafts. So if I'm sharing a presentation on some new products or when I get design team kittens, so that's what I would use. And if you follow me on Facebook, I post messages there probably 10-15 minutes before I go live, as well as Twitter. So I'll put all of the pertinent information, how to contact me, in the description below. And I'd love to see, what are you guys doing for Easter? Do you make Easter cards, or do you just pick up them last minute, or do you just say, what do you need a card for? So I'd love to know that. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. And and I'll be on later today on Ustream finishing another project after work. Thanks for watching, everyone.